Okay, we are live, and hopefully, now that I'm home, if you can see the background is a familiar one. We'll see how well my internet holds up. As we know, that's always been an issue. So
Yeah.
here's hoping. But anywho, yay, we're back, and we have some new products to talk about. We also have some new books to talk about for our book club. So, yay. Very exciting for our business. We are still only providing bookmarks at this time. And stickers. Yes, thank you. As I am still on maternity leave, a little side note, I have been home for 3 days. So I'm very much still getting back into the swing of things, and figuring out what my new norm is. So yeah, speaking of which, when Laura starts talking about our books, I want to run downstairs real quick and make a bottle for the baby. But anywho, Laura, let's talk about that first. So, again, for anyone who is here, be sure to say hello in the comment section. We love to chat with you during our new releases. If you are new here, I guess I never really think about that if people are new, but I am Dani, obviously, by our little name tags. This is DoubleBookedCo. I also have a channel on YouTube that is Spinelli Speaks. And of course, we have the beautiful Laura, also owner of DoubleBookedCo, and her channel on YouTube is Book Bubbler.
Yep.
If you're watching this in replay, be sure to check our comment section and comment below. Hashtag replay, then we know you were here and we appreciate you. I see Cool Gamer is in the house. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have become a regular. We appreciate that. So welcome to the live tonight. But yeah, speaking of our book club, so we have a book club here at DoubleBookedCo. We're into our 5th month and 5th book, which in May is a birthday pick. So that is Laura's pick, which we are reading The Namesake.
By Jupiter Lahiri. This is terrible lighting. Hang on. Whoa,
that's some lighting there.
Yeah, you can see I have no makeup on today. So yeah.
Me either. I haven't worn makeup in over a month, so don't worry about it. Yes. But today we're actually going to be talking about June books because we always give you some time to vote on those. And June is a voting month. So we'll have 3 books to pick from. And Laura is going to talk about those right now. I want to put them up here behind me. And then I'm going to skedaddle for 2 minutes to help my husband real quick give our baby a bottle. So go ahead, Laura.
All right. Okay, so like Dani said, for May, the title pick is The Namesake by Jupiter Lahiri. That's partially because I do really want to read it, and partially for AAPI, that's Asian American Pacific Islanders Appreciation Month, I believe is what it is. So that doubles up for that. So that will be starting that today. Both Dani and I will be starting to read that in our live stream and our productivity sprints just after this is over with in about a half an hour or so. And for that, we will have our live discussion to talk about The Namesake a little earlier than normal, just because of Memorial Day as a holiday is coming up. So you'll have essentially 1, 2, 3, still 4 weeks, because there's 5 Sundays, in the month. And on the 22nd at 4:00, we will have a live discussion for The Namesake. So that should give you hopefully enough time to get to it. It's just under 300 pages. My copy is at least, so hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to squeeze it in, even though we are, again, short a week. But that's that. So for our 3 options, there's no theme for June. We just plunked them together just for no reason, really. They are all fiction, though, I will say. So in no particular order, we have The Liar by Stephen Fry, which is in the middle over there on Dani's side. So here is a synopsis. Adrian Healy loves to lie. He does it all the time, every minute, every moment. And worse, he does it wonderfully, imaginatively, brilliantly. He likes to buck the system to express his contempt for convention, but mostly because he just plain likes to. It's fun. It's high camp. He invents a lost pornographic novel by Charles Dickens, and for himself, a career as a Piccadilly rent boy, hireable by the hour. But Adrian's lies eventually bring real-world danger, and he finds himself caught up in the machinations of a shadowy network that puts his own life at risk. A dazzling, outrageous first novel that has delighted liars everywhere. This was first published in 1994, so I don't know what this is going to be like. I have read Stephen Fry before. I mean, I think anyone who knows him really, really likes Stephen in general. But I've not really read his fiction before. I have his nonfiction, and it's been very great. So excited to see what his very first book is like, especially since it's going to be kind of liary. I mean, this copy, this is a UK copy, is, just for page number's sake, is 366 pages. So kind of average length book. Then next up, another fiction book we have, Stern Men by Elizabeth Gilbert, which is the front one. It looks like, if I can see that little picture correctly. Okay. On 2 remote islands off the coast of Maine, the local lobstermen have fought savagely for generations over the fishing rights to the ocean waters between them. Young Ruth Thomas is born into this feud, the daughter of one of the greediest lobstermen in Maine. 18 years old, as smart as a whip, and irredeemably unromantic, Ruth returns home from boarding school determined to throw her education overboard and join the Stern Men. As the feud escalates, she helps work the lobster boats, brushes up on her profanity, and eventually falls for Oni Wishno, a handsome young lobsterman. Funny, clever, and wise, says the Seattle Times, Stern Men captures a feisty American spirit through this unforgettable heroine who is destined for greatness despite herself. So this was her second published work, I think published in 2000. And I think this is her first fiction as well. So there we go. And our very last one, if this gets picked, I think everyone's going to cry. I know I'm going to cry. It's Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. I've been kind of avoiding it just because I know it's going to be a heartbreaker. Okay. Meet Oscar Schell, an inventor, francophile, tambourine player, Shakespearean actor, jeweler, and pacifist. He is 9 years old, and he is on an urgent, secret search through the 5 boroughs of New York. His mission is to find the lock that fits a mysterious key belonging to his father, who died in the World Trade Center on 9/11. An inspired innocent, Oscar is alternately endearing, exasperating, and hilarious as he careens from Central Park to Coney Island to Harlem on his search. Along the way, he is always dreaming up inventions to keep those he loves safe from harm. What about a birdseed shirt to let you fly away? What if you could actually hear everyone's heartbeat? His goal is hopeful, but the past speaks a loud warning in stories of those who've lost loved ones before. As Oscar roams New York, he encounters a motley assortment of humanity who are all survivors in their own way. He befriends a 103-year-old war reporter, a tour guide who never leaves the Empire State Building, and lovers enraptured or scorned. Ultimately, Oscar ends his journey where it began, at his father's grave. But now he is accompanied by the silent stranger who has been renting the spare room of his grandmother's apartment. They are there to dig up his father's empty coffin. So again, not cheerful, I don't think. Going to be a heartbreaker. This is just around probably 350 pages. There are some illustrations and some playful forms here, like there's illustration here, photograph included. I can't figure this out. So I don't want to show you anything near the end especially, but it's an illustrated novel for adults essentially. And a heartbreaker about 9/11 and a young boy. So again, our options are Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. We have Stern Men by Elizabeth Gilbert, and The Liar by Stephen Fry.
Oh, we have all different covers.
Yeah.
This one's mine for Stephen Fry's.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have the same one for this, but then this one is what this looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Very different. So they're all around like 300 to 350 pages. So not terrible. if you're going to go for that. The shortest one is Stern Men. That's just under 300. So yeah, those are our options for June. So you have from now until essentially May 14th at midnight to vote. You can vote here in the comments once this is done with. You can also vote in the community channel on my channel, Book Bubbler, and also on Dani's channel, Spinelli Speaks. So you can vote 3 different times if you would like to. We will just add them up and see what we're going to be reading for June. So there we go.
I know when you sent me our titles to remind me what we had, I was like, huh, it's an interesting 3 books.
Yeah. No rhyme or reason. We're just like, well, look, these 3 go together now, I guess.
Well, and it's so funny because Elizabeth Gilbert, we all know I just read her Eat, Pray, Love, and I did not necessarily like it. So I'm interested to see what her fiction reads like. I'm hoping it's better than her nonfiction. But anywho, thank you for reading those, and thank you for letting me step out for a moment.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for everyone who commented so far. I see Susan's here and Kim is here or stop by. Molly, hi everyone. Great ideas for June. You want to read them all? Well, definitely vote. And you have lots of different places to vote, so be sure to do so. And if they're all good, then we'll have a good reading month. And quite frankly, Laura, I feel like we've had a good reading month every month, no matter what the book is. If we really liked it, or if we didn't, or if we were like about it, I feel like the best part about it is the fact that we're all reading it together and we get to like have that discussion at the end of the month. That's been the most fun, for sure. I know for me, for April, I'm pretty sure the only book I finished was our book club book.
Yeah, and that was a chunkster too. So
yeah,
giving birth and reading one book, not a bad thing.
yeah. And here I thought I was going to have all this time, and really I did have time, but your time is so. Yeah, I don't even want to get into it because I'm sure I'll do a different video where I'll really get into it. So I don't want to repeat myself a million times, but yeah, your time is not your own anymore. And I'm not even saying like right now when you're at home, because that's really not your time anymore. But at the hospital, there's so many people coming in and out. And especially in our situation, there was never a moment where I could like really get into a book. And I did finish This Tender Land while I was at the hospital, but it was difficult because I had to like stop every 5 minutes because someone was coming in to talk to me. So yeah, I didn't get a lot done. I did start a Nora Roberts short story. I got like 50 pages into that, which was good. I mean, I'll probably finish it because it was interesting so far what I read. So
yeah.
But anywho, hi Allie.
Hi Allie.
Gosh, it's like 2 a.m. or something by you.
Yeah, I know.
Girl. Anywho, thank you. I am glad to be home too. I've been home for about 3 days, so I'm still. There's stuff everywhere. It's like a madhouse. And my husband, he was coming back and forth from the hospital, so he was home every once in a while, and he decided to surprise me by painting the kitchen orange.
That's a choice.
That's a choice. So I'm still getting acclimated to that. It's like a burnt orange, like a pumpkin orange.
Okay. All your stuff is red.
I know. That's what I said. Yeah. And he's like, what stuff? And I was like, the KitchenAid mixer. And then I realized, I'm like, yeah, what else is red? But
the coffee thing.
But there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things. And I'm like, I'm going to have to get used to this. Because he thinks he did a good thing. And I said, why did you pick orange? And he just decided that was, and it's like not like a light, it's orange, like pumpkin orange. But anyways, I digress. Needless to say, I've got a lot going on here. There's bags everywhere. There's clothes everywhere. So I've been home for 3 days. It's been interesting. But anywho, let's talk about fun stuff. We have some new releases, and as it is May, it is the springtime, but after the springtime comes the summer, and beaches and beach reads and summertime vibes. So we are going to be sharing some summer bookmarks because it's just time for summer. Let's get that sun out and just get all of the summer vibes going. So let's go ahead and look at what we have available. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So bear with me as I get that prepped here. Let's see here, entire window share, and we're going to go right into our catalog. So obviously a lot of people, as we start getting into the summer months, we start to travel. So we have a whole collection of travel bookmarks. So you can see from the right to the left, we have some bookmarks that have states on them. So again, cut lines being very different. Every bookmark will have different states on them. So it's just dependent on how they were cut. So everybody won't get Oregon and Pennsylvania. It'll just depend on how it was cut. Now, if you have a preference, you're like, oh, I'm really hoping to see if I can get Minnesota on my bookmark. If it's possible, we will look for that and we will send that to you, but be sure to send a message. If not, we will just let you know, oh, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we have that available at this time. But you'll see as we continue to the left side, they are predominantly like those pinks and teals and some yellows in here, but really cute bookmarks. And I'll go ahead and we'll continue through so you can kind of see all of our bookmarks are double-sided. So any bookmark that you receive from us will be double-sided. It'll also be 7 by 2 inches and laminated. So as I mentioned before, we have that first bookmark that is a really dark navy blue on the back end. And then it has the states there, and they are outlined with a gold foil. So you can see even the states, like the names are in a gold foil. The back side of that then is that like graph paper green with all of the states kind of written in different scripts or type there. Then our second bookmark of that collection are those kind of stickers that you used to see on luggage. Laura, I don't know if you or any family members used to have those old luggage that had the stickers.
Yeah, I've got trunks in my attic that have them on them.
Yeah, those are always so fun to see, like when people had a lot of stickers. So this is a bookmark that kind of plays homage to that. And the backside you can see is a pink with pale pink airplanes on there. So very cute. All of our bookmarks you can add tassels to, so feel free to add a tassel. And we usually just match the coloring. If you have a specific color, you just let us know. Our next bookmark has a white background with green clouds, and there's just airplanes. So we have green, pink, and purple airplanes. And then the back of that has some script with different adventure-like saying. So you can see it says wild and free, adventure, free spirit. Again, cut lines will be varied on that. And then our next bookmark there is a pink with gold foil. So you can see it has like backpacks, suitcases, globes, a sun, airplanes, passports, that kind of stuff. Though that is gold foil on there. And then the backside are these like houses, which are very colorful. Again, that backside is like a really dark navy blue. But again, this is one of those bookmarks that I always love where both sides are super fun. So that's really nice. I like that a lot. I love the dark blue.
I know.
Really vibrant. Then we have these super cute cameras, and the backside is this goldenrod yellow with bicycles. So maybe not so much travel, but definitely if you have a photographer friend or someone who really likes bikes, I think this one is super cute. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that dark camera, that is actually foil.
Yep.
So that is also a foiled bookmark, which is nice. I love the foil. And then the next one we have are those suitcases with the little stickers on them with a white backing. And then the backside of that is kind of a different vertical lines with different pictures. And I do believe there might be foil on that as well. The palm trees, the windows in the
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not positive. I have to look again.
Yeah, a lot of foil in this collection. And then the last one on here is kind of like a road trip. So you can see all the cars on the roads. You see it says Route 66. And then the back side of that is just more transportation, buses, cars, little Vespas on a pale pink, or a pink and then pale pink is on that. So those are the travel bookmarks. So again, 7 by 2 inches, all handmade, all laminated, all double-sided, and you can add tassels to any of our bookmarks. Our next collection is the beach collection, and this is super fun because it's time for beach reads. We have a lot of people that I've seen already go on vacation to those sunny islands, and they're reading beach reads there, and I just love this collection for that reason because it's all about the beach. So again, we have a few foiled bookmarks in this as well. So our first bookmark, oops, I forgot there's a video in here. So you can see they all are double-sided. And they all are those like pastel-y colors, so very muted colors. Nothing too crazy. But okay, so on our first bookmark there, we have the Seashells by the Seashore. And that is a foiled bookmark. So that's completely gold foil with the white on those shells. And then the back side is that really muted seafoam green with the white. Next, we have some coral. So the color coral and coral. And the backing, you can kind of tell so it's like waves. It's like a rippling of the water. So you have coral on one side and water on the other side. We also have another foil. So it's kind of like a wave, like an artificial wave. And that's a foiled bookmark. The back side, you can't see it very well, but it has almost like that mermaid scale effect on the backside, but very, very faint with a faint blue. And I apologize, you can't see it as well because the lighting, but it does have that like I said, scale effect. The next bookmark is some script. Again, just kind of beachy script. And then it has like this dotted wave, what do you call those? Like spirals almost. And that's like a tan color, so like a sand color. Then we have another coral color bookmark with all different kinds of images on there. So we have a whale, we have a lighthouse, a starfish, a seahorse, crabs, some shells on there as well. And then the backside is another almost like a gray background with just some abstract shapes on there. And then we have another coral bookmark, but this one's tan. And then the same kind of backing, but this one's more of a teal backing. As you can see, they're very similar. I believe this is the last grouping of the beach bookmarks, but we have the beach rocks, which I think is really cool. And then with that, it has like this almost like leafy background with that teal coloring, white background. And then we have that same dotted wave with the background of the starfish. So very muted colors, very tranquil, but all with the theme of the beach. So if you've ever been to the beach, you've seen a lot of these things for sure. Then, of course, we have to have something that's fun at the beach. So this is our final collection that we're releasing tomorrow. So in our Etsy shop, these will all be released by 10 a.m. And they'll all be available. All of our bookmarks are $3. If you add a tassel, they are $4. And then if you want them gift packaged, it is $5. So these are our fun beach bookmarks, super colorful and super fun. And there's 4 in this collection. Again, all of our bookmarks are going to be double-sided, as you can see there. And these ones are super fun. So we have our first, which is kind of all different kind of images here. So we have ice cream cones, some bright colors, floral, and some flip-flops. And the back of that are some anchors on a red background. And then next to that, we have some hanging swimwear and towels. So you have some bikinis, some trunks, hats, and some towels on there. And the back side of that are some really colorful starfish. So again, that's one that has both sides being super fun. So depending on, your interests, you could be, I really like the starfish and keep that as your front of your bookmark, or vice versa. Then I love these ones. So we have these like kind of diagonal lines, but we have popsicles on one and vintage swimwear on the other. And the swimwear is super cute.
It's really cute.
I wish I had swimwear like this, and they're coming back. I've seen it come back.
Yeah.
But I love all those old pictures and videos of women in these really beautiful. And I think, like, did you actually swim in that? They're just so nice. They're so beautiful, and definitely very modest, but still very like sensual as far as like showing off curves and whatnot, but still covering up a lot. So I appreciate that from one modest person to the next. But yeah, so those are all of our bookmarks this launch. We have the 3 collections. So that's the beach, the fun beach, and then we also have the travel as we're getting out there. So yeah, definitely a bunch of fun bookmarks this time around. And those will all drop tomorrow by 10 a.m. So tomorrow is Monday the 2nd. Can't believe it's already May. I love May for a lot of reasons, but one of my main reasons is I love when you're on Facebook and you constantly see the Justin Timberlake, it's going to be May meme. Yep. I can't help it. Like, when that first started happening, I was like, this is really dumb. I'm sick of seeing this. And now I just love it because I hear it in my head every time. And I like Justin Timberlake, so I'm okay with that. But I see Mary is here as well. Hello, Mary. It is nice to see you.
Hey, Mary.
Yeah. But anywho, that's it. If anyone has any questions, drop them in the comment section, and we'll see if we can answer them right away. Otherwise, if you're watching this in replay or you missed us, please feel free to comment below. We always come back around and say hello and check in on that. If you are interested in joining us for our productivity sprints, those are happening within minutes in our next live. So be sure to log out of this live and jump into the next, and we will do some productivity sprints. I just realized I actually have to find my book because I don't remember pulling that one. I pulled all 3 for June, but I don't remember pulling Namesake. So I gotta find that one. I'm sure, it's funny. The way I have my shelves organized, I have them organized like, these are retellings up here, and then these 2 shelves are like books I want to get to soon. Like, I want to read them. And then this shelf is like, I don't feel like reading any of these books. All of these books came from I don't want to read these books. And I'm pretty sure Namesake is in there as well. Yeah. So, yeah, not that I don't want to read them. It's just like, I'm not like,
you're not like,
I need to read them right now. Like, I want to get to these ones.
Totally get it.
I thought it was really funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, they're all in this one shelf that has like a ton of books. And I'm just like, I'm not worried about these books right now. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Namesake's in there.
Probably.
So I'll have to find it. But anywho, okay, so let's pause here. I'm going to move myself to a more comfortable position. I hope you all at home are going to do the same. Again, if you're watching this in replay and have any questions about our launch tomorrow, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to vote for our June read. We will announce that again in our productivity sprint. So anyone who came in a little bit afterward, don't worry, we'll go through those again. But yeah, I think I'm going to stop here. We're at our half-hour mark. I'm going to jump into the other live, and I'll see you all there. I'll see you too, Laura.
Yep. See you in a bit.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.